Hey everybody, you're back with the Joey Ciccone Show, connected, World Center of Broadcast Media. Here I am. By the way, did I say happy Friday? And, all my paisans and my Goombadis, all the souls, may they rest in peace. We had an earthquake over there, and, every day we see a lot of things, just like 9/11, And we want to send love out there. Please send love out there for them. Jay, I'm doing good. Carmela, thank you. Fletch, thank you. Please ask Mr. Giancana any questions. Now's the time to do it. You put the question up there, I will ask Carl. Carl, anyway, buddy boy, just getting back to you. Let's talk about Grandpa a little bit. We always talk about this, that. We hear a lot of stories that, that are out there in the public. But, he was your grandfather. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I respected him as my grandfather, and he did a lot of stuff for all of us.
Yeah, he did. Go ahead, please. Go ahead and continue.
He did a lot of stuff for all of us, all his grandkids, his family, and other families. He helped out, and he was a hell of a guy. People don't know him. People think he was a crazy guy and all of that stuff, but you know what? Bottom line, he provided for his family. He helped everybody. He helped everybody else out. And people don't see the good side of my grandfather.
Right, and Carl's. Go ahead, buddy. Go. I don't want to.
He did a lot of stuff. He did a lot of stuff for the Catholic Archdiocese. He donated a lot of money to other charities out there when he was around. People talk real bad about him, but he wasn't a bad guy. The media is what made him look like he was crazy and nuts and all of that stuff. You got to realize that's what the media does. They take a small story and they blow it up, and it'd be a big story. But when he passed away, it was sad that day. But everybody's blaming it on everybody else, the government, Tony, everybody was getting their hands into it, but really no one knows who killed my grandfather.
Gabish, now hold on that. I want to get to that, but I have fans and friends chatting in, and they're fans and friends of ours together. So let me just ask you, Marina, thank you for watching the show today. You're excited for the show. Thank you, dear. A question goes out to Carl. How was it being raised in Chicago is what she's asking you. This is from Marina.
Raising in Chicago was very good. We were protected by my grandfather. We couldn't do anything wrong because my father raised us the right way. Very strict, but we grew up very good in Chicago.
Yeah, I got raised strict too. What was your daddy's name?
My father's name was Carmine Joseph Mantle.
Now, God bless him, because my dad's name was Carmine Ciccone, and I love that name. I want to do this for my fans today with you, because we talked about, it's not an interview, it's talking as brothers and as friends. But Carmela, thank you so much. What was one thing you vividly remember from your grandfather? Something that really stands out.
I remember the time when we were kids, me and my brother decided to take our bicycles to his house. And we had to travel pretty far when we were little kids to come and see him. And after that, he told Joe, the caretaker, hey, put the two bikes in the car and drive them back home. They're not going to ride their bikes back home. And, that was something a grandpa would do.
Right. That's protection, and I'm like that with my daughter, still. That's how she's raised, old school. But the point is, yeah, they're not going to ride their bikes back. Put them in the car, he's going to ride back. Something that stood in your mind.
He gave us a ride back home.
He gave you a ride.
He kind of said, don't do it again.
Right. And then let's talk about the man, a loving man. I mean, you were around him. Was it like hi Carl, or was it the hug and the kiss?
It was just normal grandpa, grandson. he had several grandsons. He had me plus 5 of my brothers plus 2 of my aunt's kids and 2 of my other aunt's kids. He had, a lot of grandkids, but he treated them all equal.
And he took care of you guys, and you went to a decent school, right? You guys stayed in school. You did the right thing.
Yeah, we did the right thing.
Beautiful, man. What I want to talk about is Grandpa in this segment was kind of started off in the 42nd gang. Am I right about that? On wording that correctly?
I think it was called the 42 gang.
The 42 gang.
Pets of Italy. Yeah, it's a little Pets of Italy in Chicago. They went around causing problems and whatever they did back then.
Gavish, right. They did a lot of different things, but then it came to the attention that what I learned, I always do my research and everything. What I learned, he was a great driver. Like, if you had to get away, I want him behind the wheel so I could split. Am I right? Or,
I heard he was a good driver. He was an iron fist behind the steering wheel.
And then what happened then is as things moved up, as we know, he worked with very, very powerful people, and I gotta come out with the question. As a host and a journalist, he became the boss of the Chicago outfit, and there ain't no doubt about it. And me and you talked, and there's a little bit more, Carl, than Vegas being exploited by certain people. I think Mr. Sam Giancana had something to do with it.
Yes, he did.
All right, you want to expand on that at all, or you want to talk about that at all, or not?
No comment right now.
All right, very good. All right, bottom line is, right now, here we go. It's sad that media portrays people as bad when they have so much good in them. It's from a guy you might know, Jay. We don't know if it's the Jay we know. If it is, all love to you. It's sad. This is to you. It's sad that media portrays people as bad when they have so much good in them. And before you answer, I just want to say, a lot of connected guys, a lot of made guys have a lot of good in them, and then they have a job to do that provides for the family. And you all know,
Yes,
all my fans out there know, if I sat down with you right now and we sat down and had a drink, by the way, I'm not having vodka today. I told Carl.
Vodka today, the Italian water's good.
I got the Pellegrino. I got the Pellegrino over here. So they're happy. But what I want to say is, you always hear the bad things. This guy whacked this one. This happened. In the meantime, they really provide for their family, good or bad.
We provided for all their families. We provided for all the families out there who needed it. That's how our family is. You provide for your family, and you just go on.
And that's why today we just don't want to get into that. We're going to touch on some things. I mean, I'm gonna ask Carl some things, but the bottom line is, like, I just love what he just said. I asked him a question. I really don't want to touch on that, and that's fine, because this is a conversation today. This is not an interview. You're watching the Joey Ciccone Show, live from Las Vegas. My guest, Carl Giancana. This is the blood grandson of Sam Giancana. If you don't know the story, folks, you need to go Google it and figure it all out, because it's pretty intense. But right now you're hearing, as we say in Italian, from the heart, okay? You're hearing from the heart the true stories. You're watching the Joey Ciccone Show, World Center of Broadcast Media, live from Las Vegas. I'll be back in about, Scott? 5, 3, 2, 1, something like that. Carl Giancana on the phone from Chicago. We'll be right back.